Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about probably one of the most common questions I get asked, and that is how much nutrition do I need? How much food do I need in recovery? And while I can't provide, exactly like specifics because I don't know you, I'm not your dietitian. What I can provide is like general guidelines, and so when we start talking about like nutrition for eating disorder recovery, a few things we're keeping in mind. One is consistency, right? And frequency. How often we're eating. And that needs to be happening every 3 to 4 hours. So within an hour of waking up, every 3 to 4 hours from there. And then I like that night snack to be within an hour of going to bed. So not too late so you can fall asleep, but we do need nutrition right before we go to bed. So that is the frequency. In terms of volume, this does look different for everyone depending on where you're at in the recovery process, how much nourishment needs to be done, renourishment, and then metabolism, activity level. I always recommend that when I first start working with a client, if possible, that we put activity on hold. We just pause activity for at least, a few weeks. And this will help me understand, like, where is your nutrition baseline? How much nutrition do you need as a baseline? And then we can start talking about how much additional nutrition you need to refuel from your activity. And so, we're talking about like how much in terms of volume. I really like to make sure that at all of our meals, we're getting all of the food groups. So where's our starch? Where's our protein? Do we have a fat? Do we have a fruit or vegetable? And do we have a dairy? So I really look at, is it balanced? Does it have those food groups? And let's say you're like, I hate dairy. I don't want a dairy. Like, fine, that's totally fine. Like, let's just can we add then or switch it out with another food group, right? So making sure that the plate is balanced, it's complete. And then for snacks, it's like any combination of any of those food groups. So you can have like a protein and a carb. So you can have, the first thing that popped in my mind is edamame and a slice of toast. That's the most random snack ever. Like, you don't have to do that one. But any combination, I typically recommend a 2-component snack at the very least. But depending on where you're at in recovery, I've seen clients need 3, 4, 5, and even like looking like another meal as a snack. Just once again, really depends on where you're at in your recovery process. So I hope that is helpful. And we start talking about portions. I try to make things very simple where it's like you get a plate, not a salad plate, a regular dinner plate, and you just fill up your plate for meals. And then for snacks, you just have 2 items, apple, peanut butter, spoonful of peanut butter. And so trying to make it as simple as possible, not to get so hyperfixated on portions and counting or measuring, none of that, because that could be a slippery slope. Unless that is, uniquely supportive for you. I'm all about meeting a client where they're at and creating as much safety as I can. So if that means for the time being we're measuring, like, okay, but like long term, we'd want to build enough confidence where you're letting that go. So yeah, that's just some general rules of thumb that I like to help support my clients with. So let me know if you have any questions.